Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new episode of Beyond Mirage. Today, we have with us Mr. Abhishek Biswas, sir, founder of Sattvik Council of India, the world's first vegetarian food safety and regulatory compliance for vegetarian and allied adherents. It came up with an ideology to take initiative and create a food safety environment, especially for the vegetarian consumers of India and global market, by creating SOPs in all applicable areas potential for guaranteeing 100% vegetarian environment. Welcome, sir, to the podcast and web series of Beyond Mirage.
Thank you so much, Jay, and it's my pleasure to be on your episode. Yeah.
That's great, sir, and it's an honor to host you on this show, sir. And I personally believe that to build something like this, it requires a lot of courage, determination, dedication, and moreover, a dire need for the same, and also a dream that only you can see that but no one else can. So sir, can you take us to your memories and go in the past and tell us that how did you feel the dire need for the same, or say, if I reframe the question, what has been your inspiration for starting something like this?
Uh, just to start with, when I just even thought about this, so a lot of people used to come up and say, "This is not required." I mean, nobody requires it, and I think I got a lot of, you know, uh, people coming down and telling me that, Abhishek, why are you wasting your even time in this? Why are you even talking to people? Why there is no requirement of this kind of a certification or any body which you want to create? And it's a too hard, thing, because who will accredit? There are a lot of government things which will come in. Food safety is something which is very, very, a niche market. But I was always I was always I had always in my mind that no, there is this requirement, and I think that this will actually create a very, very big platform for people who are basically vegetarians of the world. The biggest problem a normal vegetarian is facing, basically, when he's traveling, when he's even out of his place, and at that point of time, the food is very, very integral part of this entire process. I think that we, as of Indians, our vegetarian habits and the entire things are very different as compared to the people outside India. So I think that my first step was to actually make something for the Indian market, and then actually, when I got this done, it automatically converted into the world market. Because today, after I've been living in Bangkok for a very long time now, and basically, most of my things are there. And point is that there are a lot of people who used to travel to Bangkok, to Thailand, and the biggest problem for them was where to eat. you know where should I take them कि जहां पर उनको वो खाना मिल जाए, वेजिटेरियन फूड मिल जाए.
Hmm.
There are a lot of people who will compromise. वो कहते हैं कुछ नहीं है खाने के लिए तो यार ये खा लेते हैं. But still in their mind, they have this thing, नहीं नहीं यार यहाँ तो नॉन वेज भी मिल रहा है और वेज भी मिल रहा है, and there is no certainty of the entire vegetarian flow, whatever is happening. So that actually inculcated me that no, this is a big market, this is a huge market. People will be able to understand it. Today, they don't have this option. That's why people are not using it. But the moment you give them this option, the moment you tell them it's a certified product, the moment you tell them it's 100% vegetarian, it has got the entire supply chain management is being taken care of, I think then they will use it.
Hmm.
So that was my biggest shade of you know I was really confident about somebody who's a vegetarian and would actually use this brand or a logo as his preference, one of the first preferences. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice, sir. And sir, how has been your journey so far? Like for you as a person, and can you tell us more from a mental level that how has been your journey so far?
Oh, it's because this was never this was one of the things what I was doing, and I was writing some papers, talking to people. But obviously, I had some more businesses which I had to take care of, and this was more philanthropical. Almost, almost 10 years, almost 10 years. Um, it is very hard. It was very hard for me to even establish this concept in front of some knowledgeable people, because actually when you talk about certification, it's all SOPs, and it's all a lot of, you need to be very sensible, very sensible actually. You cannot just get up one morning, just get up and say, no, I want to open up a certification. It's not like that. I think that was my biggest challenge, uh, uh, to make the right kind of people understand the entire concept. Because I was supposed, I mean, today, if you're trying to develop an SOP, you will straight away go to professors, you will go to a university, which I'm doing right now. I'm collaborating with almost 4 or 5 universities, national level universities. We just did a MOU as an incubation center for Sattvik with, IHM Bhubaneswar.
Wow.
We already are running a course of Sattvik certification in the one of the biggest skill universities in India, just to make these people understand the concept, was my biggest challenge. कि नहीं, ये this is the requirement. और अब अगर ये certification आएगा तो इसके साथ में we need a bandwidth of people who are qualified to even certify and become auditors. So Sattvik Council aims to almost involve or employ 100,000 people by 2025.
Wow.
That's our target. Yeah, and almost do 5 to 6 thousand, certificates in a category A, and almost 50,000 certificates in category B.
Okay.
Category A means the hotel chains, people like McDonald's, people like KFC. We are approaching McDonald's. So today, the world needs an assurance or
Hmm.
whatever you are eating, right? Because after the pandemic, the entire ecology has changed. So people who are like, tomorrow, if you go to a McDonald's burger and have a McDonald's burger, and you have a Sattvik sticker on a vegetarian burger, so you are assured that the entire process, there is no non-vegetarian used, there is no, even the storages are different, so they are not using the same storage for the vegetarian patties and the non-vegetarian patties. So whenever actually the McDonald's burger is settled, basically it's entirely a different line. So who's assuring it
Hmm.
today? No one.
Right.
And that's where we come in, right? So category A, almost 5,000. That's what I said. Category A, almost 5,000, and there is a second level of certification for these restaurants, for a lot of cosmetic companies, those who are using, at least we say that there is no plant. It's basically plant-based, companies which are coming right now. They are in very much in. So I think that's the space Sattvik is going to get in almost in the next 4 or 5 years.
Wow, that's really amazing, and I can clearly see the impact that it will create. And once people understand the need for this, then definitely, as you said, that they will use this as a tool for assurance, and that's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
great, sir.
you can just see. I think that video just got viral. The Air India video. I mean, everybody knows that what's happened basically. A Jain was served, in a Tokyo flight, he was served a fish meal.
Hmm.
So when a person is traveling, there is jet lag, almost 7 hours of flight, and when probably you are coming towards and you're served, so you don't know what kind of a what a mental status you are when you're traveling, right?
Right.
At that point of time, आप सिर्फ उसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि जो आपको खिला रहा है,
Hmm.
who's serving you. Hmm? Now in airline business, so we're talking to the aviation ministry, that that the line what they were you I mean, normally what you see is that when you must have traveled a lot, and आप अगर बोलते हो मैं वेजिटेरियन हूँ, तो वो वहीं से उसने निकाला और आपके सामने प्लेट में रख दिया,
Hmm.
राइट? बगल में कोई नॉन वेजिटेरियन है तो वो पूछती है प्रेफरेंस क्या है, सो देयर इज अ कॉमन ट्रे. वो कॉमन ट्रे के बाद में वो नॉन वेजिटेरियन मील भी उसी ही शैक से निकाल के आपको दे देते
दे
हैं.
दे देते.
I think I think there is a requirement. people have to understand you cannot put the non-vegetarian and vegetarian food in the same, trolley.
Right.
What you can do is that you can discriminate. Well, okay, we are serving, and that should be announced that we are serving non-vegetarian meal right now, and now we are serving the vegetarian meal. So there has to be certain SOPs which even the airline has to take care of now, right? Because now you cannot. So somebody is traveling on a 60,000 ticket. You broke his sanity, man, which is not right
Hmm.
technically. Hmm? And the next incidents, again, it was, I think there was an Ahmedabad flight, which almost got delayed by, I think, 20 minutes because the caterer almost in a 28, and the ratio was 28 and 4. So
Okay.
what he did was there were 28 non-vegetarian meal, only 4 vegetarian. But as per the flight, there was 28 vegetarians, and
Okay.
so they had to when the flight hostess that they checked it up. So this was a mishap, and almost flight got delayed by an half an hour, 45 minutes.
Hmm.
So even the SOPs have to be corrected. People now are preferring more vegetarian, and probably the voice is coming out.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice, sir. And when you talk about the challenge, आपने बोला कि to make them understand कि इसका need है, that was the major challenge that you faced. So, what was their
Yeah.
response when you approach someone for this kind of certification? तो उनका response क्या रहता है? Because
Okay. Today we are with Indian Railways. Today we are with IRCTC. We've collaborated with IRCTC, and I think in the next 1 week, you will be seeing almost 5-6 outlets of Bikaner Wala certified with our logo, because they are the one of the brands which we are doing.
wow.
But it hasn't come easy, I mean, firstly you have to make them understand. Well, like, why are you creating confusion, Mr. Abhishek, man? What is the confusion, sir? No, why are you confusing the customer that this is pure veg and this is not pure veg? I'm trying to simplify. Actually, I'm not confusing. And there are big people, that are sitting on the board, and so people of that sort, they come to me and they say something like that. But I feel that everything is on a demand.
Hmm.
Everything comes out of a demand today. If there is a demand, we'll be able to cater to that demand. We'll be able to nurture that demand. Now, today, that as I said, I think you will be surprised to know that uh, McDonald's has 2 vegetarian outlets,
Okay.
100% vegetarian outlets, right? One in Katra. I'm telling you the locations. One in Katra, and the other one in this is the Golden Temple,
Okay.
Amritsar, right? And these two these two McDonald's outlets are 100% purely vegetarian, so they don't serve any kind of non-vegetarian. Now, here comes the assurance,
Hmm.
right? We come down with an assurance. We say that, all right, if you're eating a McDonald's burger, good, it is certified. It is Sattvik certified. You can eat it. Now a Jain who's got certain reservations, probably he orders for a salad. They've got some salad thing also in the
Hmm.
menu.
Hmm.
So at least जब वो खा रहा है उसको, he is 100% sure that no, there is no egg, no nothing inside it. So I can eat it. So that's how we have to derive the market. That's how we people have to understand the requirement of certification. And I think now people are getting to know. I mean, a lot of people today. I think the moment this sign is more visible.
Hmm.
For example, we just did a 7-star property of ITC,
Wow.
right? So that is going to be one of these certified first luxury, collection certified restaurant, which is called Vega. We did a PPA with them almost about 15 days back, I think, yeah. And I think the certificate will be on in the month, the same month. So this is called Vega. This is a ITC brand, and this is at ITC Chola. So we
Okay.
are almost doing 8 properties with ITC now.
Hmm.
So people those who've been into the industry almost, they now understand the importance of certification. No, they can actually put it on their menu. They can say that it's come from a certified kitchen. The entire supply chain management, there is no non-vegetarian used. So even in the storage, your product is not kept with a non-vegetarian product. So these are certain things which are happening. So it did not come easy. Coming to your question, the so I had to make a lot of people a lot of effort to make them understand, अरे भाई ये आपके लिए है, मतलब इसको as a business proposition मत
But
देखिए. This is something which even now the BIS is considering that there has to be a certification of vegetarian. So it is beyond that green and red logo.
hmm.
So green and red logo देख करके आपको ये तो रहता है कि भाई ये प्रोडक्ट ग्रीन है और ये प्रोडक्ट रेड है. But where is the assurance
Hmm.
that this is 100% green only?
Right.
There is no mixture of any other ingredients in it. So that is the space, and I think that the challenges are there still. I think in the next 5 years also I'm going to face the same challenge, but now I am used to it. I live, eat, and breathe with it.
Perfect. And sir, now going to some technical aspects कि जो आपने
Mhm.
research conduct किया है, what the back-end research that has been conducted for such kind of certification. Okay. So what factors have been considered for that? Like थोड़ा technical aspect में if you can take us.
I will, you know what? Uh, when I started the entire concept, the first thing in the mind was the SOPs.
Okay.
Okay? Because when you're trying to derive an entire certification body,
Hmm.
that's your aim. I'm talking almost 8 years back. So I was thinking to develop this certification body, not just a certificate. So to develop a certification body, you need good lot of people, researchers, to come down and research on those platforms. And then you need universities, you need those kind of education system, study board, things like that, to actually come and align with your thought process, and then make certain. So uh, I we made almost 5 manuals, including when we started the railways, which we call the vegetarian friendly VFRS,
Okay.
which is vegetarian friendly railway services. So there was an entire manual planned about the static kitchens, about the non-static kitchens, how you are taking it to how the base kitchen se lekar ke aap kaise khana leke jate ho, what are the standards on that. So there was an entire manual developed, and
Okay.
that was presented to IRCTC. That's now under reconciliation, but we have published it by ourselves. So they will now give their thing on us कि नहीं इसके अंदर आप और चीजें जोड़ दीजिए, right? So it's the same what is happening with Sattvik Textiles. So we are also coming in textiles
Wow.
for sustainable government. Yeah, yeah. And that we are doing with the Ministry of Textiles. So there, the parameters will be formed with Sattvik Council and the Tex का जो council है. उन दोनों का it's basically a government body, and we both are coming together to develop the entire manual that how a Sattvik certified product should look like.
Hmm.
So in the next almost 6-8 months, you will be able to see Sattvik certified garments and you will be able to wear them.
Okay. Amazing.
So every aspect is being now is backed up by a manual, and that manual is created by the people by my core team, and then it's given out. So there are a lot of research, exchanges happen. We give our manuals to the industry professionals. It goes to the industry professionals. They give their comments on our manual, and then we take those comments. Then we revise it. So there's an entire process, right, of standardizing the certification.
Certificate.
And yes, and I think we are, after almost 30 years, the BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, has actually accepted a proposal from a NGO, like a non-profitable organization. We call ourselves an SDO. We are a Standard Development Organization, but we are a trust.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
आंसर फॉर मेंटेनेंस पार्ट, ओके, एक बार चलो सर्टिफिकेशन ले लिया किसी आउटलेट ने, तो हाउ हाउ डू यू इंश्योर के वो सर्टिफिकेशन या जो प्रोटोकॉल्स है या एसओपीज है और जो प्रोसेस है वो कंटिन्यूअसली फॉलो हो रहे हैं? बिकॉज व्हाट हैपेंस इज, एक बार चलो सर्टिफिकेट आ गया, लोगो मिल गया, एंड वो एक फ्रॉम द आउटलेट एंड इट बिकम्स के हाँ चलो इट माई पार्ट इज डन, बट आई थिंक देर हैज टू बी सर्टन रेगुलर या फिर ऐसा कुछ इंटरवल्स पे चेकिंग्स होते हैं, क्या होता है सर उसके अंदर? कैन यू tell us about that?
I will just, what? Have you heard about Bureau Veritas?
No, sir, I haven't actually.
All right. Now, Bureau Veritas is a French company, right? It almost audits 300 Fortune 500. Out of Fortune 500, they almost audit 300 companies.
Okay.
They are that massive, right? Apart from that, they are also auditors for certain countries. They are, right? It's a French company, almost 200-year-old. So it's older than even ISO and things like that, right? So you can imagine what kind of, and they are basically auditors, right? So last year in September, we signed up an MOU, Sattvik Council and Bureau Veritas. So officially, they are the auditors of the certificate.
Okay.
So nobody else. मतलब ऐसा नहीं, any Tom, Dick and Harry comes down बोले नहीं हमें certificate दे रहा हूँ. No. It's only Bureau Veritas who generates a Sattvik certification, right? They are the people who audit.
Okay.
Right, and they do they are doing audits like for Rolls-Royce, for Boeing. I mean, you name it, and they are there, right? So now, one that I always had in mind that the credibility to Sattvik should be there. The credibility should never go down, because that's how we endorse ourselves to the world market, right?
Right.
There's another company which is called DNB, which is one of the biggest companies in South Africa. So our Durban, we are already in terms, and we are collaborating with DNB for South African market. So these are all very big, companies who are basically into the auditing, world, right? And they are our partners. That's number one. Number two, I'll answer this next one. How do we keep our thing required? That's what you were asking. Every company, now we are starting up with the first batch of Sattvik certified people will be out by, I think, in the next 6 months, right? And we are also launching our our program now for Sattvik certifications. Our point for the entire program is to create these auditors.
Okay.
Who are certified auditors, and they will be actually they will be trained by Bureau Veritas.
Okay.
And certified by Bureau Veritas. Right? So now the level, say for example, today we are at, Bikanerwala, almost 6 outlets. So we are recommending Bikanerwala to keep a Sattvik certified, auditor as a one of the ad-hocs or one of the permanent employee.
Wow.
Right. So what is happening is, A, that person is getting employment. B, the person who is basically getting employment, he's also an auditor. So probably, say for example, if his working hours are from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and he's free on Fridays and Saturdays or Sundays, he can actually book himself for other audits. So say if he's getting 16 to 20,000 pay scale as starting, so another 5-10,000 he adds on. Right. So this is what we are planning, and this is what is going to happen, that the moment these certifications are going to come in the, so every brand seeing its requirement for Sattvik certifications, we are always telling them that you should hire these people. The third aspect is that Bureau Veritas is a very, very, very stringent company, so it is not easy to get a certificate from Bureau Veritas, right? So now Bureau Veritas has got, it's a standard audit का उनका एक part है कि वो कभी भी एक surprise audit करेंगे साल में,
Okay.
बता के नहीं करते, right? और उसमें अगर कुछ चीजें आती हैं तो they will revoke the certificate.
Okay.
Because today, if you are certified by Bureau Veritas, you are a part of the brand wagon, right? So it's just not like ISO or something, but almost अगर ISO सबसे महंगा ISO अगर करता है तो Bureau Veritas करता है as compared to other companies.
Got it.
So that's how we are actually planning it, and it is being done. ऐसे ही कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
That's nice, sir. And बीच में आपने बात किया regarding the employment opportunities. Okay, so do you have any numbers in mind? Okay, this is the aim that we want to create this much employment for, because that is the need for the art in our country also. What I feel, because the so do you have anything, any figures, any
You know,
projections? Would you like to share with us, like how
Jay,
will this work?
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. In our country, it थोड़ा सा मैं ऐसे बोलूँगा that our country has not worked on dispensable income of a student as compared to other countries, right? So our student, when he passes out 12th, तब से लेकर के जब तक वो post grad नहीं होता, he's entirely dependent on his parents. As far as the money is concerned, आना जाना, mobile खरीदना, mobile recharges, there are a lot of things which were not there in early 90s, right? Because I did my high school in late 90s, so I could understand as compared of today. Today there is a huge demand of this latent income, dispensable income, which are very small in sizes, but they work a lot. They work a lot. They are big solutions to the segment which you're talking, employment. Now, my thought process towards this is that Sattvik Council is trying to generate this dispensable income for a student, right? Okay. So, say for example, if you are a BTech food tech student in a university, second year, you just have to do a small course and become a Sattvik certified auditor.
Okay.
And get yourself empaneled in a company like Bureau Veritas. And whenever this company requires, he will call you for the audit. So this all is going to happen with the entire management of the hotel chain industry and the entire hospitality segment, right? So IHMs will come in, right? So now we are getting in. Now we are certifying people like Ginger Katra is going to be certified by us. Ginger Dwarkadish is also going to be certified by us. So there's going to be entire new era of these hotel chains which are going to come in restaurants and supply chain managers who will say no, I want the entire thing. So there are entire cities like Ayodhya which is coming up now, where we need these certifications, even for the supply chain management there. So the employability of a person will come through this, creating this small dispensable income, which I'm putting every day is my effort. Every day, that's my effort. Because certification we have created. Now we have to actually assure our young people, the brand width of India, that no, you एक अच्छा सा कोर्स करने से सिर्फ ये कोर्स नहीं, it's not a part of the skill, you actually will get something out of it. And PCIT, PCTI is one of the premier tie-ups with us, which we are doing, and probably for the entire training of the. It's basically they are I think the biggest trainers in India right now, and we have a tie-up with them, and they basically take care. They are going to take care of the entire training program.
Wow.
So even if there are 10,000 students, we are capable of actually training them out. So if they understand this small course, uh, so they'll be at least be able to understand यार एक फूड सेफ्टी समझ पाएगा आदमी अगर कुछ नहीं समझेगा तो
Right.
कि क्या खाना है क्या नहीं खाना अगर ये इस दुकान पे खड़े हो गए क्या क्लीनिंग पैटर्न है क्या मुझे यहाँ पे खाना चाहिए अगर सात्विक हटा भी दो फ्रेम से पीछे से तो भी एटलीस्ट एफएसएमएस तो समझेंगे वो लोग
Right. That's nice.
Right.
That's nice, sir. And how this question I need to ask that how can outlets and chains can contact for certification purpose?
Oh, it's very easy. They can just write to us. We have an open mail. We have a call center, open call center, toll free number. They can call me up. They can call whatever. It's we are all open. We are all open for certifications. I mean, we have been. Yeah, it's a process. It takes little time because it's being done by Bureau Veritas, and they are basically already into big things. But yes, the Sattvik side, even you can find us on their website also.
Okay.
Know
Perfect.
about the entire process कि क्या करते हैं कैसे करते हैं it's all there.
Perfect. Perfect. And sir, this is one question which I ask all of my guests, and I need to ask you that also. So, what is success according to you?
Oh, that's a difficult question for me. Actually, it's a difficult question because whenever I achieve something, I get bored out of it very easily, and then there is a next level which I target, and that's what I've been doing for almost a lot of years now. मतलब, so I really am not a stable guy. You can say that. So मैं एक जगह कहीं बैठ के कुछ काम नहीं कर सकता. मुश्किल होता है मेरे लिए. But yes, if you want a definition of success is that whatever satisfies a person from within. So that satisfaction can come up, you know, just by going to hills and doing some yoga or something like that. So that is that okay. I've been able to succeed to do whatever I've done. So that's what I think success means. And my advice will be that success should never hamper the humanity. Your success should always come within the human range. So बहुत सारा success and बहुत सारा destruction is not good. So the success, मेरी समझ से, it has to be very very parameter and should be should have a inner quotient actually.
Wow, amazing. And sir, any final message that you would like to give to all the viewers and listeners of this episode?
The entire vegetarian world of the vegetarian people of the world. I think probably anybody who's seeing your channel, and thank you so much for this, particularly this line, that we are here to, uh, right to eat the kind of food we want to eat is our fundamental right. Nobody can take that from us. Nobody. No chain, no supply chain management, no brand in this world, nothing. Because that is a right which we are born with. कि मुझे क्या खाना है और मैं क्या मुझे पता होना चाहिए मैं क्या खा रहा हूँ. That is my fundamental right. Right. So Sattvik Council ensures this fundamental right to every citizen of the world who's a vegetarian. So that's my message.
Amazing, sir. And I hope that this message reaches to many people. And once we are out there and want to eat something, then definitely we look out for the Sattvik certification.
Good, good. I think it will take almost 6 more months to see this logo outside. I think that in the next week you will see it. My PR is working on it, and we are launching it with Bikaner Wala. So I think that is a very, very big achievement for Sattvik. And so I think that is one place, and the second place is Vande Bharat, which we are doing next, which is going to Katra, is going to be 100% certified train.
Wow.
Yeah.
So congratulations, sir, for both
Thank
of
you so
the
much.
projects, and
Thank you so much.
and it was really great talking with you, sir. And we
Thank
hope
you so
that
much.
this message and this episode reaches to as many people as it can, so that it create awareness. And once there is
Yes.
awareness into the market, or say within people, then definitely, as you said, that once there is a demand, there can be the supply, and it can solve
Yes.
many
Yes.
problems.
Yes. Truly. Truly.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay. It was so nice conversating with you, probably, and I wish all your viewers and you know, happy days. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.